great. The pump's leaking, and it's all running down the inside of my hand here. Oh, now I got something. Oh, the pump's still leaking all over my hand. Why would the pump be leaking on my hand? Oh, let me see what else I got. Okay, I had a brand new bottle, never been opened before. Oh, I hate these bottles too. They don't vaporize worth a damn. Okay. Oh, man, that's nasty, nasty stuff. Oh. Okay, let me just get this chat window open up. So my sickness now is a swollen throat. It feels like actually allergic reaction. That's when I woke up this morning. It feels like it feels like I ate something I'm allergic to. Oh. Oh. Now I'm feeling rotten. Oh, what's the weather till I know how bad my life is going to become here. There's nothing like being sick and having to take care of ducks in lockdown. That's how you really make your sickness extra special. Minus 13. Oh, boys. Well, I really should put them in the barn tonight. It's not a lockdown situation, but it's definitely put them in the barn. Minus 14, yeah. So I definitely will be putting them in. It's not a lockdown, but it's definitely put them in the barn and close the gate. And then get up early, and because tomorrow's minus 3. And then 5 degrees on Thursday and rain. And then 1 degree on Friday. But then at minus 18 back again, minus 21. Oh, and then we're back to winter. Well, maybe I'm going to have a 3-day sick, you know, because I seem to time it. I'm sick when when the weather changes, like last year. When I got that flu, and I remember I was really, really sick. Was it last year or the year before? And I was, oh, it's a blur. Maybe, no, last year was concussion. Maybe the year before I had the flu. I think it was the year before. I had the flu, and the weather turned beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And I spent the whole time in bed, and the ducks were outside. Oh, I had the flu and a concussion, Susie? No, really? It was that bad? Or was pneumonia? No, it was pneumonia I had, right, because I don't get the flu. I'm allergic to the flu. It doesn't affect me. It was pneumonia the year before, and the weather turned gorgeous. And I spent the whole time in bed sick with pneumonia, and the weather was nice. The ducks were outside. Yeah, that's what it was. And the ducks were outside having a blast for like 20 days solid because the weather was so gorgeous. And I was laying in bed dying. Susie, you're an inspiration. You're a ray of sunshine, Susie. Oh, my sinus infection is going to turn into bacterial pneumonia. You're a sweetie. Why don't we just throw some Ebola and in there, and maybe a little bird flu. Why not? I'll do it all. Get it over with. Do it all at once. Why, why don't we just think maybe Matt might just get better because, I'm amazing? The bird dog flu. The bird duck dog flu. You forgot that one. It's specifically the duck strain. I hope it's just a cold, Janie. But no, colds can be bad. Honestly, colds are brutal. I honestly don't like colds. Because a cold, you can do absolutely nothing for it. At least everything else, they can pump you full of something. A cold is just, you gotta run its course. I have a computer virus too. No way, really? Is that why my screen went blue this morning? Any chance I ingested some water from Splashing Duck Hospitals? Any chance I didn't? Gabby, we're going to have 5 degrees and rain on Thursday. We're not, but today is just a 2-degree day, -2 or 2 or something like that. I got the water running in the tub, so she fills up continuously. Okay, lemon I have, grapefruit I don't, cranberry juice I don't have, Tylenol I don't have. Well, I might have some Tylenol sinus extra strength. I might. I'd have to go look at the medicine cabinet for that one. You killed the bug? I think maybe you might have just wrote it out, Susie, having drinking all that citrus. Because it's like, how can we make it bearable? I'm not going to the doctor's office. Are you crazy, Juanita? That's how you get sick. Go to the doctor's office. I can make some homemade. I got a homemade concoction that I used to do as a child, and I do it as an adult, and it's actually really good. Actually, I should be drinking it right now instead of coffee, and then I could go back down and lay down. But the coffee really tastes good. It's you take a teaspoon of ginger. I like putting 2 teaspoons or tablespoon. I like a big lots of honey, hot water, an aspirin. Mix her all up, and it soothes the throat, and it's just better. Jello shots help too. Not a big fan of those, Mindy. I honestly am not. I have friends that make those, and I just can't get my head around them. I just can't. It's just the sugar, and I don't know. I think it's like a kid thing, if you drink them, I'm sorry for calling you a kid, but that's what I think they are. It's like a kid thing, It's for young people who help your sore throat. And what did you make them with? Vodka? You were pinned. You didn't know you were sick anymore. I make my own ginger honey mix right here in my own kitchen, Janie. By the time you mail it to me, I'll be cured. Dark rum or white rum? It would be really good right now. It's a nice sugar cane alcohol drink with some fruit juice, a couple good shots of that, and lay down on the couch and sleep. I mix mine up whenever too. Janie, I make it. Oh, light rum. Not a fan of light rum. I like dark rum. Good syrup recipe. What's a good syrup recipe, Susie? I don't know. I don't have any duck soup made. I'd have to cook a duck up to do that. I'm just sick. I feel terrible. I do. I'm just like right now. I got a whole bunch of friends come over, and you know when you go visit your friend and he's sick, and you know, and you visit him, and you're like, man, this is just a boring visit. You're just no fun. You're sick. That's what this is like right now. You're all visiting a sick person. The worst part is I don't want to lay down because my back will get sore. Like that's the worst part about this. I woke up feeling gross as my throat swallowed shut, and I was like, oh, I don't want to lay down because my back will get sore. It's like I just want to get up. But I'm walking around and I can't get excited about walking around. I exactly, Gene. I'm no fun right now. I'm just I'm surprised there's still people adding on to the stream. Well, they'll leave when they find out how bad I am. They'll go, oh my God, this guy all he does is whine. I remember those people. We lost all those subs. They left. They're the ones that figured that every video and everything should always be, you know, rainbows and unicorns. And they're like, all you ever do is whine. Like, come and do my life, man. Like, you're sitting behind a keyboard and everything's just dandy in your life. Like, I woke up sick, and you know what I had to do? Oh, well, one, I had to cut my hair because it was like the pillow. I could feel it in the pillow this morning. Remember I told you the other night there in the garage, I touched my head, I could feel it? Well, this morning in the pillow, I was like, oh no, if I'm sick and I gotta lay down today, I gotta cut my hair. Because the pillow was just, I felt it. That's what woke me up was my hair on the pillow this morning. So anyways, cut the hair, had a shower, turned the coffee machine on. Then now it's time, duck chore time. Fill up the goose kiddie pool, which they're just having a blast with that, folks. I wish I could put a camera over there. But unfortunately, I don't have that ability. Well, I do, but I don't have the energy to take the camera out of the goose shed and move it over there. So sorry. But I could if I had the energy, because the network cable is long enough. I could move it over there, and you could watch the geese playing in the kiddie pool, but it ain't gonna happen. And then the ducks, I had to do the water. Then I had to do egg recon, turn off the yard light because it was still on, the big 1,000-watt metal halide, which will only turn on now when it's warm out because the bulb's done. And I got to get a genie lift here to change the light bulb because I can't change it with a ladder because the way the fixture is. Well, I take my life in my hands, put it that way, if I put a ladder up there. Seriously put my life in my hands. It's like I gotta get a lift in here, which isn't the end of the world, but it's just like, I'm not kidding you, like it's a 10-minute job to change the bulb, but I need to get the lift in here. I don't take aspirin with alcohol, so I don't have to worry about it. So the light won't turn on when it's really cold. So then I do the hospital ducks, give them water, and then I had to come over here and have a coffee with you and wine. So I could have not done the stream, and then I just kept the whining to myself. I gotta phone my neighbor to do my driveway. I can't sit in the tractor today and plow. And I gotta go to the food bank. Oh, I don't think that's gonna happen today. I got no more egg cartons. None. I gotta put the, eggs in buckets now. I'm without, no. It's just like, I wish the eggs weren't here right now. I wish I'd already done that. Dangerous joke. What was the dangerous joke? Was there a joke? Did I miss the joke while I was whining? The food bank opens next week. They're open Tuesday. But I've ran out of places to put eggs, Gene. Like, I'm not kidding you. I got I got 45, 50 eggs sitting on the cupboard here washed. I got a pail about 40. I got 25 here sitting on a tray, and I got no more trays. And I got a box of 150 in the back, and 34 or 37 dozen cartons. See, the problem was when at Christmas time when I dropped all the eggs off, I was in a rush and I just dropped them off and left, and I didn't pick up any egg cartons. So I'm like, I got no egg cartons. They got lots of egg cartons there. Well, I don't have to make pancakes. I just gotta reheat them. How long can eggs sit in the refrigerator? A couple weeks. But in the back room on the floor, it's like a refrigerator. They're really, really, really cool back there. Weeks. Weeks. It's amazing. Eggs last a long time, folks. An egg can sit out for like 30 days. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. We only refrigerate them because we're brainwashed on this continent. But honestly, I eat eggs all the time and I go weeks not insulated, not refrigerated. No. I've seen eggs that sat out for 10 days, then went into the incubator, did the whole incubation process, came out and still weren't rotten. Eggs are amazing, you know, really, if you think about it. Mother Nature's little gift. Now, I don't know about the stuff at the grocery stores, because here's the thing. At the stuff at the grocery stores, those eggs could be a month old, they could be 6 months, they could be 60 days old, refrigerated at some big warehouse. Does the same go for chicken eggs? I don't know, Susan. You'd have to go to a chicken egg stream. I do ducks here. I don't know. I'm not. I would be just lying to you if I was telling you about chicken eggs. My info about egg labeling. What info about egg labeling? Did I give info this morning on egg labels? Yeah, I had chickens. You name the eggs. What? You people are trying to confuse me. I'm sick. I'm not stupid. I only had a small group of layers when I had chickens, and we ate them as fast as they came out. Oh, the number system. Yeah, that's only in the late summer, when I know I'm going to run out in the fall, and the egg, because the ducks stop laying eggs from July. Well, usually July they start next to nothing until fall. So that I do the numbering method and put them in the fridge, so I know the eggs, the age of them, because I'm eating the old ones first. But that's over now. We don't label nothing. Everything's fresh here. Everything's fresh. We're fresh. We're the fresh egg place. And my sinuses are better. My throat. Oh, folks. I hope it's just. I hope it's temporary. Do I sell eggs? I think Daryl's brand new to the show. He's got to be new. A robotic duck to the cancer kids. Oh, really? Never heard of that one, Juanita. Well, Daryl, how new are you? got a new person here. Are you a snowflake, Daryl? Or can you take it? Because everybody here is being conditioned to take my abuse. Everybody. I got a well-trained crew here. We have a high drop-off rate on subscribers on this channel, Daryl. Don't we, Lester? You seem to love the abuse. Oh, you don't walk on eggshells. Unless you're... I blocked you. I blocked you? What did you do, Daryl, that I blocked you? Because it has to be pretty bad for me to block people. Usually the moderators, they do the blocking. I just stand back and watch the carnage. I blocked you because I can't handle you? Well, unless you called me names, or somebody else who were calling me names. Oh, Lester's welcoming me back, even though that you've already been blocked once. Oh, he doesn't remember. Short attention span, eh, Daryl? Can't remember. A week ago. That's bad. I'm sorry. You got to give me more info. You like the outside stream there at night, Juanita? That's with the big light on, though. We got the big the big Olympic lighting on. You smoke a lot of weed, but I really don't care. And to be honest with you, usually weed smokers are pretty laid-back people. They're not really, not something to get blocked over. If you're an alcoholic and you got abusive in the chat, yeah, the hammer can come down on you pretty hard. Last night's stream outside was pretty cool, eh, with the big light on. Do you like that light? You're a millennial. So you're saying that millennials smoking weed smoking millennials are violent? I don't believe that. It's nice and crisp, the picture last night, I know. So I'm trying to figure out what is that. I'm trying to figure out what is it. I'm going to do a quick calculation here, folks, because I'm curious on something. Okay, so that's like 1,000 watt metal halide. So it's basically drawing 1,150 watts. And I'm paying like way too much electricity here. So for it's $3.68 to run it for the night. Oh, plus we gotta pay tax on that, the HST. So it's $4.15 a night to run the outside light. Now if I could just make some money on the free live streams, to pay for the $4.15 a night. I'm just joking, folks. No, I'm not, but I am. Anyways, but that's what it costs to run it. It's 1,000 watt metal halide for 11 hours. Well, it's 1,000 watt metal halide. It's Olympic lighting, folks. That light fixture, and maybe some of you just don't know this, but that light fixture, I did a video on that light fixture when I installed it. That light fixture actually came from the Olympics, the 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary. I have two of them because I had a company at the time with Philips Electronics, and they had the lighting contract for the Olympic lighting for 1988 in Calgary. And when we did the job, there was 2 extras left over, and I got them, and I have hauled them around the world. Those 2 fixtures have gone everywhere. Every time I move, I take them. People say, what was those fixtures for? I had them on my business. I had them all over the place. I almost lost them at my old business when I was at a rental store because the landlord sold the building and I had them on my parking lot to light the parking lot up. And the new person that bought the building thought that he owned the fixtures. And I had to do midnight, middle of the night, I had to go and take the fixtures down off the side of the building the day before the deal closed on the building, because I found out from my lawyer that as soon as the title changed on the building, even though the lights were mine, technically they belonged to the building with the new owner. So I had to, like, I'm not kidding you folks, in the dark with a big ladder on the side of the commercial building. We were up there, my buddy and I, and we took the lights off the side of the building. And the next day, the person who bought the building came in, saw the fix. They're so big, they're massive. They stick it like a sore thumb. I'm not kidding you folks. Like they're this big, each one of them. Right? So they stick out inside of a building. They were gone, and he was all upset. And they deducted, I forget how many thousands of dollars off the price of the building when they changed hands because of me. The landlord was mad at me for taking them down. I'm like, they were mine. I'm not going to give them up. They have sentimental value. I was involved with the '88 Olympics, and I was there at the right time to get the new ones, to get them. Oh, what, is Daryl going to get banned? What did Digger Pete nail him for? See, now he's attacking me. Now you see why you're dumb. And guess what, Daryl? Boom. Okay, how do you do this? Where is the old, why can't I block him? Somebody else blocked him? Oh, somebody else got him. Oh, they got a new thing. It doesn't say block. It says hide user on this channel now when you do it. Boom. Now he's hidden. The user's message will be hidden. Just like that. They've changed it. There's no more banned. It's called hidden. I guess that's so they can sit there and chat and they think that they're, I think that's what it is. So now he's not, well, he attacked me, Lester. Wake up and read the comments. Well, it's too late now. They're gone. So they're sitting there, they're chatting now. They don't realize that they're blocked because we can't see it, but they probably can. They're chatting, going, "Oh, there's my comments. Nobody's replying." Oh, banned is too harsh of a word now. Is that politically correct? That's what it is. You've nailed it, 7XL. Oh, Eric, it is so they can keep chatting and they think that they're still there, so that doesn't, so it doesn't trigger them. It doesn't melt the snowflake. I guess YouTube has made the banning process politically correct now. Fired is better. He was responding to comments made to him. He called me a baldy, Gene, and then lashed out at the snowflake thing. That's what I read. I can unban him if you want. Do you want me to unban him? Give him a second chance to hang himself? YouTube doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, yeah. Do we want to give him a second chance? Okay, and we're doing a vote right now, folks. Second chance or not? Lester? Yeah, well, Lester, you're always right in there, the other side of the coin. Okay, I'm counting. No, okay, no. I enjoy the entertainment. No. One yes. Oh. Gene wants to give him another chance. I tell you what, Gene, just because it's you, only because you have pull here, because you're the short bus duck queen, we're going to give where is he? Is he gone now? Oh, he's gone. I've lost him. I can't find him now. Where is he? There he is. Can I get him? No. I've lost him. I can't even get him back. Okay, there he is. Okay, can I unban him? Oh, guess what? Now all I can do is go to channel, report, put user in timeout, and add him as a moderator. So I can make him a moderator now. But that's all I can do. Oh, so it's pretty permanent now, folks. When you ban somebody, I can't even unban him. I guess it's like it's off with his head. You can't put it back together. Seriously, I'm clicking on him. Okay, just wait here. Maybe I gotta go to his channel. Maybe that's it. He's probably gone already. Because, you know, he didn't seem like he had a big attention span. Okay, so let's just go here. Okay, I gotta go to his channel to unblock him. All right, okay, we'll give him another chance. He's probably gone anyways. Daryl's gonna nail him. Yeah, well, he's got a music playlist. Let's see what kind of music he likes. I'm looking at his music, and I don't know any of these people. But then again, I'm old. I'm old, bald. Yeah, I'm looking here, nothing. Oh, it looks like Young Thug. Yeah, I'm looking at he's definitely young. Well, he's younger than me, anyways. Oh, I got a song called "Good Dope." Drake. I've heard of Drake. I've never listened to him, but I've heard of him. Yeah, well. Is he back doing his thing? No, now he's calling me a stalker. You let him back, and boom. Vista, I know how to unhide people in my desktop, but I didn't want to go there in that part of the page. I wanted to, usually you can do it right in the chat. They've changed it, Vista. You got to click on their channel, go there, or I have to go into the back end of my community settings, find his user ID, and then do it. Daryl, you can thank Gene. Everybody else wanted you off with your head. Gene is the one that has given you the second chance in life. So, everybody else didn't want you back, Daryl, so I just want to warn you. I'm not going to lie. The votes were not in your favor, put it that way. And it wasn't for the fact that Jean is the official short bus duck queen. She has pull. She has a lot of pull because she is the official artist of 2018. Well, it just means, Mindy, I gotta go and fix it. If you guys have fat fingers, I gotta go in and do it. Well, Gene is Gene the Nancy machine, you know? Exactly, Susie. The only person that's allowed to have a tantrum is me. Or a triggerness. I'm a trigger kind of guy. You spent the whole night in the emergency room. Why? A whole night in the emergency room. Yes, this is live footage from the International Space Station located at the Antarctic. Victor, how could you be so clueless? You can't tell that I'm in the Antarctic right now? If you go look on my other streams, you can see the penguins on the snowpack right now. Seriously, Victor, go. You can see right now. There's a snowpack stream of penguins. We've got little penguins and we've got big penguins. The big penguins on the back of the stream. You know, when you play with water, eh? Like when you spray the ducks with water, they look like penguins. They stand up like penguins. So they're pretty close to being like penguins. They might be related to penguins. You know, you didn't know that. See, if I was better today, well, maybe Thursday I'll be better. I can play with the hose, and you can see the penguins when they stand at attention. They really do. Maybe we can get some screenshots of penguins standing because they stand up straight, just like a penguin does. I think it would be cool to have a couple penguins, but the problem is the feeding part because the fish. Where would you get enough fish? Well, I could let them go in the lake, but maybe we just need to move the show to Argentina, where the penguins are. How do you keep the penguins from going away, though? I guess if you kept feeding them fish, right? Well, they don't really fly, Eric. They sort of just jump up and flap their wings. Penguins do that. Well, no, I wouldn't have that many penguins, Gene. A couple penguins. Just a couple, you know? Every round of flu is becoming nastier than the one before. Wouldn't you agree? No, no, I wouldn't, Annie. You're reading too much of that mainstream media stuff. They're trying to whip you into a frenzy. I remember being sick 20 years ago. I thought I was going to die. And I haven't had the flu like that since. I was like bedridden. Well, of course I've been bedridden a couple times. Do penguins kill turtles? Yep, Eric. They're turtle hunters. You didn't know that? They're nasty little guys. It's the chemtrails that help the penguins kill the turtles? Really? Penguins and chemtrails are turtles' worst enemy. That's what I'm reading here right now. We're getting to the point of Matt delirious here. Because I really am. My head, you wouldn't believe what's going on in my head right now. Oh, the 1919 Spanish flu was just a cakewalk, Susie. What was it? 600 million people died? That is not much, really. The flu today is much worse. Uh, some seals. I don't know. Doug wouldn't like that. Snapping turtles? Yeah, they do have national predators, Gene. When they're on the ground, coyotes love eating them. They do. Coyotes do eat them. They have. That's why they don't come out of the water too much. Where's Doug? In the same place I took the picture of the thumbnail. Hasn't moved. Do you not see the thumbnail? Susie's still on the Spanish flu. Susie, I don't. Did, we think we got a resurgence of the Spanish flu. I've got the Spanish flu right now. I've got exotic animals here, Daryl. My God, man, I got a stream going right now of a bunch of penguins on an ice pack. Do you want me to post the link for you? Here, I got. Daryl's having a hard time finding the link for the penguins on the ice pack here. Let's just get that for him. And there's 20 other people watching it right now, Daryl. Yeah, look, cause right now there's the penguins on the ice pack right now. Here, I'll just post the link. All right, there you go, Daryl. There's the link for the penguins on the ice pack. Hello, I'm French. How are you doing? Okay, Daryl. Daryl's gonna go check the penguins. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I was so tired last night, folks. Well, sick and tired. I didn't fold my laundry, and I didn't do the dishes. I just ate and died on the couch, and then I went to bed. They're fake? No, they're real. They're living beings. They're not fake. What, Annie's got the 1919 Spanish flu? Annie, seriously, is that what they diagnosed you with? You're terminal. You're gonna die, Annie, if you've got the 1990 Spanish flu. So it's nice knowing you right now. No, she's got the 2018 version? Okay. Which is double 1919. Well, it's 119 years later, but. What did they do for you, Annie, at the emergency department that saved your life? I would like to know what they did for you. Because there's really not much they can do for you. Like, what did they do? Did they have like some kind of miracle cure? Or a chamber they put you into that just made you better? Or did it just feel good to be there? Because really, like, what can they do for you? Did they put fluids into you? Did they connect you up, put you on a drip? Oxygen and vapor medication, antibiotics, plus a drip. Oh, they had the whole thing on you. Sounded like you were almost dead. That's bad when they put you on oxygen and vapor medication and antibiotics plus a drip. That's like ICU stuff. Oh, sounds like you were sick, Annie. I've been in that condition, but I just stayed in bed and thought I was going to die for 2 days. It was scary. I was all alone, and all I had was my pillow and my dog. And I kept doing videos, though. I kept shooting videos. And then I had to edit them all later to show everybody how sick I was. And I was sick. I remember when I did that. That was just stupid, eh? Turning the camera on to show you how sick I was, and then edit it all together later. Oh, I think about that. I look back at those videos, it's like, my God, Matt, what were you thinking turning the camera on when you were that sick? But you know what I thought to myself this morning when I woke up and my throat was all swollen shut? I said, I've got to get the phone up here so that I can stream right from the bedroom. So I can just lay in bed and stream sick. Because then you can see in real time. None of this editing stuff later. I'll just lay there in bed and stream. This is how sick I am right now. So if I get that sick, folks, it'll be interesting. You're going to get a live stream of somebody really sick. Well, hopefully I don't get that sick. I'm hoping I don't. But if I do, I'll stream it for you. I know you'll be right there in my corner. And you'll be going like, okay, now he's playing up that he's sick. CGI sickness is what you're going to say. What did your daughter do to save a person, Juanita? Gunshot victim or flu victim? People have done that before, nothing new. What's Sarah? What have people done that's nothing new? All these partial comments that I don't understand. Hello, John Doe. These broken comments is hard to follow, especially when you guys start having conversations between each other. And I'm like, I don't even know how you have conversations between each other when you're going through the chat, because it's like, who are you actually talking to? Because they don't even put the name of who the person was they're trying to talk to. You can get a bird flu from live stream, Susie. Video version of the bird flu, you're safe. It's the live stream one you got to be careful of, because it's live. So if I do a live stream and I'm sick, good idea to wear a face mask. Well, it's hard to pay attention to the chat, look at the camera lens, and try to scan and have a conversation with everybody. You have no idea what it's like. I could just stare at the chat and never look at the camera, so then I could like sort of like ignoring you. Then like when you go to visit your buddy and he never looks at you, or you're in the restaurant and they're always looking at the phone, but they're never looking actually at you when they're talking. I hate when you talk to people and they don't look at you. Like eye to eye contact. What's wrong? Is your head broken? Lift it up and look at me. Oh, she did CPR and brought the person back to life. Okay. I'm reading a teleprompter. That's what it's like. It's a teleprompter. Look at the camera. The problem is my teleprompter is not like over top of the camera. It's to the side of the camera. So I've got to glance to the side all the time and look. So, and I got to come up with something all the time. So like when I'm looking at I got to see if there's any material for me to work with in the comment section. Because I basically go where the camera, or I go where the chat goes. It's easy to talk to 109 peeps at once. It is. As long as they're giving you material. If they're giving you material, you got something to work with, then I can take the chat and turn it into, a conversation. But if I don't get any good chat, like if I get these broken sentences and one word stuff, and like that's like going to a comedian, when you go to the improv theater and there's just people are just yelling out one single word, and it's like, well, what are you trying to say? You know what I mean? Like, can you not talk a full sentence? Well, some days you're right, Gene. I get lots of good stuff, and some days I get nothing, and I just got to come up with stuff of my own. I'm feeding my ducks with the phone in my pocket and an earbud. I have to stop to type, and when I do, the feed is all, you drop the feed. I know, Deb, it's hard to see people multitasking. Ducks, electronics, and the chat and everything, it's hard. It's hard. So she's listening to me right now. So this is like, I gotta keep it very audible, because she's not doing the visuals. She's got the phone in her pocket. Some people chat in full sentences. They're the ones that are the best. But then the problem is, then there's the people who chat in paragraphs. Really hard to read the paragraphs. Paragraphs are really hard. When they go like almost to the full 200 character limit, it's like, wow. It's like, we should have had a paragraph break in there somewhere. Gene, I'm thinking I'm going to just do something really easy on a pancake situation. I don't think I'm going to be cooking any eggs up. Chris, paragraphs are virtually impossible to read when the chat's going quick. It seems about 100 characters is about the limit in the chat to catch the whole drift of what people are saying. Well, the problem is when they do a paragraph, if the beginning of the paragraph has got something good that catches my attention, then I will actually stop and read the whole thing. But if the beginning of the paragraph is just nothing, it just sometimes it just blows through, and I'm like, oh, you just typed all of that for nothing. It's like sort of like a headline. Headline, you know, you got to put your headline first, catch my attention, and then give me something to chew on. You think the ducks and the geese are waiting to go for a swim? They have forgotten about the lagoon. They have no idea. John, you have no idea the memory how short it is. You watch this spring. I'm gonna have to herd them to the lagoon, and it will be a fight. It will be a fight. They will not want to go that direction. You watch. They don't remember anything. What time is it in Canada? Well, I think we have like 5 time zones. Which time zone do you want to know? Well, thank you, Anita. I'm really liking the way the streams are working out right now, though. Last night, before I went to bed, I was checking the streams out, and I was like, this is pretty impressive. Like 4 1080p streams running at the same time. And they were all good, no buffering, nothing. I was like, man, oh man, this is pretty slick. How many YouTube channels can you go to and see 4 streams running? And all nice and clear cameras, sharp pictures, high definition, good sound. Like honestly, folks, I've never ran into a channel that has had that. Looking good, James? James, you like the outdoor? The outdoor cam is because of you, James. It's your donation that bought that encoder. So everybody give James a hand here right now because it was him that paid for the encoder for outside. Exactly. It was like 500 US, which was 625 Canadian for the encoder for outside so that you could watch outside. I honestly, James, I'm not being sarcastic either. I really do appreciate that. That was such a generous thing to do. Even though you did hold it sort of like a carrot in front of me at the beginning, if I fix my problem here, you would give me money to buy more equipment. It's like when I originally got that email, I was like, oh, not one of these people. It's like I gotta. Where am I gonna get the money to fix this problem that I'm waiting for the stuff to come back. But then James came through. I really like the outdoor stream. I really do. I watched it. I was watching it last night actually. It was, but I was sort of strange last night how the ducks all went inside the barn. They couldn't even help themselves. And there was no water, nothing inside, and they all went inside the barn. I'm thinking, you silly ducks, get outside. But this morning they were outside early because Doug was driving me nuts moving on the bed because the ducks would quack, 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 and he would lift his head up thinking something was happening. And then last night I went to bed because the ducks were outside. And a whole bunch went outside there when I went to bed. Like it was like 1 minute there was like 2 ducks outside, next minute there was like 50 ducks outside, and it was all the breeders. I went outside and they were outside making just a ton of noise. Well, I had my window cracked open last night because it was so warm. And I woke up and Doug had the sliding door wide open. He took his nose and slid the door wide open. I woke up and the door was like completely wide open. I was like, well, I went to bed. It was like a crack this much. And what happened was the ducks were freaking out. So Doug slid the door open and he was sitting in front of the screen watching the ducks freaking out, which they weren't freaking. They were just playing outside. I had a bizarre dream this morning. I'll share my dream with you because I remember parts of it. Doug looking out the window, okay, because the window was open, and I heard a bunch of noise outside. This is the dream part, okay, but the window open part it was in the dream. Weirdest thing, because when I woke up, the window was open. I was like, okay, and it was Doug. But which, if you think about that, is weird. Eh? You have a dream about your window being wide open, and then you wake up and it is wide open because of the dog. So, anyways, there were people, a ton of people, a whole bunch of people over here on the tree line, a bunch of people in the swamp, and there was. I look out the window and I saw a black jaguar walking on the back of the pen, and then the ducks were freaking out in the pen, and it looked like they had a rat, and the ducks were chasing this rat in the pen, and it turned out it was a bullfrog, and it climbed the fence, and the bullfrog jumped the fence, and then the ducks right in front of the barn. And the thing was, the addition wasn't on the barn in the dream. There was no addition. The ducks dug underneath. Plus it was really wet. A lot of water, rain coming down or something. It was just really wet. And the ducks drilled underneath the fence and escaped chasing the bullfrog. And there was a jaguar on the other side of the pen. Doug bolted outside. I went down, got the gun, came back up. I was going to shoot the jaguar. Jaguar had turned into somebody's big dog. And then Doug was chasing the dog. And then there was a whole bunch of people walking through the swamp saying, that's my dog, that's my dog. And then I went downstairs in my house coat with the gun. And there was just a ton of people in the yard. And I was like, okay, what are you people doing here? And they said, well, there was a link on the internet to come here. And I was like, what? And I said, it's $3,000 to be here. I said, we have to collect your information, your Visa card. And then I woke up. Is that bizarre? Like, that was like all over the place. And that's when I woke up and the door was open from the dog. It was a bizarre dream. But I was trying to get their personal information so I could each charge them $3,000 for being here, because they said they came here because of some link. It was just bizarre. But the bullfrog climbing the fence and the ducks going underneath the fence to get the bullfrog, it was just like, give me a break. Daryl, be careful emojis, eh? It'll trigger me, and then you'll get banned or hidden now. The new politically correct term on YouTube, because I don't want to hurt your feelings. We'll just hide you. Daryl's a troll. No, Daryl's young. I woke up. I didn't get the money. I was trying to get the Visa numbers and their personal information. I woke up and the door was open. That's when I discovered the door open. Because I went to bed, it was only a crack. It was wide open. Doug had her completely wide open. Spam the chat with emojis. Don't do that. YouTube calls it hide and seek. Mindy, I just can't believe that now it's called hidden, hide instead of ban. It's like, it's unbelievable. Like, holy mackerel, man. Like, we're so afraid of offending people. It's like, I'm telling you, man. As a very good subscriber to this channel told me once, you know, the society has truly fallen off the table. It has. It's like we're falling. It's just sad where we're going. We've got one screwed up thing happening. It's just man, I watched the news, my news, and I was just shaking my head like, what? It's bad. Like up here now, the weather, you know, like it's just everything now. Like, remember I told you the other day when I said on the weather, and they had a big weather warning that it was going to snow. It's January in Canada, like, and they got a weather warning. It's going to snow. Like, who's in charge now of Environment Canada? Like, duh. It's gonna snow. Really? It's January. Like, and they're doing a weather warning. Like, it's like it, it's 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 just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. But what's going on? If you live in Canada, it's a fact of life. Yeah, I know, Eric. But like they do, like it's like, and then the warnings, or they, the polar bear dips they do on New Year's Day, they're canceling it because it's too cold. Well, that's the idea. Like, it's like, or the fireworks on New Year's Eve, they can cancel them because it was too cold. It's like, I'll tell you something, folks. And a friend of mine were talking about this before Christmas, or actually after Christmas and New Year's, in between, and we were talking about this New Year's Eve. I have more memories of New Year's Eve bonfires because people used to have big bonfires outside. They still do, but my group of people are getting too old to do it now. They don't do it, or they've gotten smarter now and they move the party inside. But anyways, when we were younger and we were crazier, we used to have these big giant bonfires, and I'm talking big, like the size of a truck, big giant fires, and you just keep throwing the wood on her. And New Year's Eve it was so cold that one, you didn't even put your beer in a cooler. Actually, you put your beer in beer coolers to keep it from freezing because it was so cold. You couldn't drink your beer fast enough because it would freeze literally in your hand, okay? And you would stand on the big giant fires and it would be like 30 below and everyone would be outside getting drunk at 30 below with the big giant fires. So it was like, I have more memories of cold New Year's Eve than warm New Year's Eves, okay? So now they're canceling New Year's Eve bashes outside because it's too cold. I'm like, what? I have more memories of freezing my buns off at a big fire, than I do. Memories like warm New Year's Eve parties. I can't remember any. Like, but now, Gene, they're canceling. It's too cold. It's winter. Maybe we should all stay inside. They're so skittish they won't go to their pen at night if they see something new. The snowflakes? Yeah, that's basically it. Cancel Christmas because there's too much snow. Yeah. Oh, snow days and buses not going. Oh, that's another one too, eh? I don't ever remember school being canceled. Like maybe I no, I'm not gonna say ever. Maybe a couple times. In the 12 years I went to grade 1 to grade 12. Well, actually 13 because I failed a grade. I was put back in grade 1 because I was dyslexic. Nobody knew why. I was writing backwards, but I was dyslexic. Anyways, uh, so the 13 years that I was in school, I maybe a couple times school was canceled because it was something crazy. I think it was like giant snowstorms where nothing moved. I think that's what it was. The big giant snowstorms, like giant, like the ones where it was so much snow it was ridiculous. But cold, put another layer of clothes on. But like now it's like, and well, was last year, the year before, they said that the night before they said there was going to be freezing rain, so the schools pre-canceled everything for the next day, and then there was no freezing rain, but there was nobody at school. Like they're so worried. It's like maybe there's a possibility. Like it's it's bad. It's just we're so afraid. We're so afraid. You know, like that's the problem. We're all afraid. Well, it's not even covering their ass, James. It's just we're afraid, because they have insurance policies. They actually have insurance policies. Like, there's but it's just now, it's just easier to not do anything. We're taking the easy way out, you know? Like, that's what it is. We're taking the easy way out, you know? It's like, if it's too much effort, oh, just cancel, you know? Like, exactly. Any excuse not to do, to not to have to work, not to have to go to school. It's like, who is the president of Canada? We don't have a president in Canada. We have a prime minister, and his name is Jihad Justin. Oh, no, Susie's having a conversation with somebody in France. Okay, I'll stay out of that one. Not, I shouldn't have said anything. I'll just stay out. Goodbye, 7XL. I'm the president. That's right, Tina. The Duck Adventure is the president. This is it. You're watching a live feed from the Pentagon right now. We're in hiding. Actually, the attention span is 12 seconds. It's a headline only. We only read headlines. Gene, I remember, when you used to say you were sick, and if you wanted to get you had to have a true doctor's note. You actually had to go to get a doctor's note, and the doctors, no, my doctor told me, go to school. You're not that sick. Oh, he was a bad doctor that way. Oh, Mindy, don't even get me started on Justin Jihad Trudeau. What he's doing up here, oh, it's bad. It's bad, man. It's really, 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 really bad. It's just unbelievable what's going on up here. It's scary, actually, that we've got such an idiot running the country. How can you? Oh, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. It's a bad one. How long am I planning to stream for? Until I run out of material, Daryl. When the material starts running low and we've hit the bottom of the rabbit hole, then we end the stream. You need to get rid of them. We don't assassinate our leaders up here, Mindy. So we're stuck with him until 2019. I think he's going to get reelected again, though, because people are just that stupid up here. Maybe I need to move to Argentina and do penguins just to so I could be the most southern tip of Argentina. uh, I'm leaning towards Argentina with the penguins because they have penguins there. Wouldn't it be cool to be the penguin stream on YouTube? Go from ducks to penguins? Then I could get rid of that lazy Russian hacker that's just doing a terrible job. Because he's doing a terrible job. Like some days those penguins look like ducks. I think you people would follow me. If I said, oh yeah, we're going to just uproot everything and leave, I think you'd follow. Especially if I said did it live. Doug and I gone. I'd have to get a really good data package on my cell phone though to stream. Oh, would I ever need a big cell phone package? I'd need a big one. James would pass. He wouldn't follow me. He wouldn't go for the live stream going to Argentina for penguins. I can't believe James would leave us. I'm really. Eric could follow me. I think you'd follow me, James. You'd say you wouldn't, but you would. It's like watching a train wreck. You can't turn your head. You just keep watching. You would. I know you would. You can say no, I wouldn't, but you would. You know, conspiracy theories, eh? That's a weaponized term, eh, from the CIA, the late '60s. It's so that people don't believe the truth. You know that, eh? It's a hard fact. You don't like the cold, James. It's freaking colder here than it is in Argentina. Like the most southern tip of Argentina is warmer than what I'm doing right now. Like that's why the penguins go there. It's warmer in the summer to have. That's what they do their breeding. You know, a place that has always uh, piqued my interest is the Falkland Islands. Something about that place. I don't know what it is. It's like not so. It's. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was a kid and the Falkland Island War and all that kind of stuff, and it was so much coverage on that. And I've watched documentaries on it, and I've done the old Google Earth to look around the Falkland Islands, and it's like something about that little place. I don't know if it's because if it's so remote or what, but you're buffering. Who's buffering? Some people are, some people are not. Yeah, I know it's British, but I bet you they got penguins. Falklands is a sensitive subject. Well, it is because Argentina wants it back. But I'm talking about penguins, man. And the Falkland Islands is really close to Antarctica to get the penguin situation. I don't think their internet would be any good though. It'd be hard to stream. We'd have to stream in 240p. So you'd have to watch it on a phone. You couldn't watch it any other way. It was buffering on your phone. It could be the app. We have a lot of people having a problem with the app on phones. The YouTube app, something's wrong with it. Desktop works fine. No, I'm not big into South Africa. A little too dangerous there, my friend. There's a little bit of a genocide going on there against whites in South Africa that the media is not covering. That country's in trouble. Big trouble. And the media is not covering what's going on in there. I've watched lots of shows in South Africa, and it's not good. Penguins are both black and white, and some of them have a little bit of yellow, and some have orange, and some of them have some really cute things sticking out of their heads. There's a lot of cool looking penguins. But for now, we're stuck here with ducks. Um, you know, I know, Mindy. I know. I know. Everybody's all wrapped up in what's going on in their little bubble around themselves. New Zealand. The problem in New Zealand and Australia is like it's like it's so hard to go there. It's just like right on the other side of the world. Speaking of blood, Ford, This morning there was blood all over the duck pen today. Little duckies got cuts on their feet from the ice. There's that's how they get the bumblefoot situation. Little blood dots all over the pen from the ice. Poor little duckies. That's exactly how the bumblefoot starts. It's the ice outside. Man, I feel rotten. You have no idea. I'm dragging her on here right now, hurting. There's a limping ruin. I don't have any ruins here though, Len. So it's pretty hard to have a limping ruin. Well, not everything turns into bumblefoot, Gene, but that's how it happens. Is the ice cuts the bottom of their feet, and you see little blood dots, and some get infections and some don't. But Len, I don't have any ruins here. So I don't know how I could have a hurt ruin here, because I don't have one. There is a breeder that's got a limp right now, but that's from too much sex. I already checked her out. She's got nothing wrong with her except she's just too much sex. What are the brown ducks called? Awesome. Do you breed to sell or eat? Da-cha or Dec-Jan is new to the channel. Can't read the description in the video stream. I love these people that come onto the channel, and they never think to click on more info to see what's going on this channel. Don't you love those people? It's like they pop on and then, no, oh, don't click on more info. Or actually, let me just say, you don't even have to click on more info on a live stream. You just scroll down and it's all there. Like everything's there. It's like, oh, look at all this stuff. It's like, oh, what's he doing? Oh yeah, there it is. This is what this is all about. But they never do that, eh? Like, I even put links and everything. Amelia, that's right. I'm breeding a duck army to defend humanity from the coming zombie apocalypse. Exactly, Amelia. That is so true. I'm just looking here. No, they cut their feet on the ice. There's little ice, you know, it's rough. It's ice, man. It's winter here. Doesn't mention anything. Doesn't know how, Dec-Jan doesn't know how to click on links. Oh man, the links are right there. It's like, oh, it doesn't mention anything. No, it's called read, not glance. Oh, there's a link there. Oh, 2017. Oh, there's the Good Shepherd mission. Oh, 3,000 pounds of duck meat to the homeless. Oh, 3,000 pounds of duck meat to the homeless. Oh, duck support for the homeless in Toronto. Oh, there's all these links there, right there. Oh, the ducks this year, 2017, were donated by Metzer Farms to help us feed the homeless. Oh, that's there too. It's amazing. It says it right in the description. But Dec-Jan can't read. Too many links. We got a snowflake here, folks. Short attention span on the Dec-Jan guy. Too many links. Too much information. Unbelievable. So I should just do a headline, eh? We just need a headline for people like that. Oh man. Oh. Ford, no, too lazy to read. Oh, yep, I'm nice and rude. Yep, and guess what? You're hidden. There you go. Boom. Just like that. I'm toxic. I can be some days. I'm sick. I'm sick, and I can't handle people who don't have don't. I'm not gonna lie. I have no attention span for people who can't read. I put the links in there. Everything's right in there, and it's like they can't do it. They just can't do it. Oh, too much information. So I'm toxic, and you're here, and and we're all a big happy family. Like you just gotta want like. Anyways, you could spell it out in capital letters, folks, and they still wouldn't read. Eric, when they start cursing, it's time to go. I'm the toxic avenger. I could be. Yes, it is sarcasm, Gene. I just don't think. That's why, if you go, and here's another thing too, okay, folks, here's another thing, okay? And it's like, you go to people's videos, you click on the About tab, the description, and they got nothing there. They got like 2 lines, nothing. There's nothing there, okay? I make sure that all the streams have got like a ton of stuff in there, all right? So that people can go in and see what it's about. And I've had people actually contact me that have gone to the streams, found out what I'm doing, and then contact me and said, we found what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, what, did you Google me? No, it's all in your description of your streams. And I'm like, okay, so I got people who are on the other side of the coin that actually go through every line and click on the links and see what we're about, who are thorough and read, okay? And then you get people like that who like click on it, oh, too much here. Tell me instead. You know what I mean? That's the person with the phone in their hand. What does it mean? What? You got Google on your phone. Just that's what I have no tolerance for. My throat is very sore. But that's the thing. It's laziness. Exactly, Tom. Or I mean Janie. And then then they get mad that I'm toxic because I just refuse to. Why do I? Oh, wouldn't it be awesome if live stream had webcams? You actually had to have a face to so you could just see the bad people, the lazy. Like I want to see like how lazy are you? You didn't shower today. You're that lazy. You haven't showered all week. It's like you're in your mom's basement. You know. It's like if you can't read, I don't have to put up with you. Deb, that's the thing, Deb. Okay, people don't want to read. They don't want to read. You actually had to get off your ass, leave the house, get dressed, go out, walk to the library because mom and dad wouldn't drive you. And then you have to go into there and you go to the Dewey Decimal System, open up those drawers, which I hated the Dewey Decimal System, and go through and find the books you're looking for, and then go to the library, go down the shelves, get the books, then sit down and read, okay, to find out. And then you'd have to find other books to see if, like it was just like it was, or your parents for, they thought it'd be nice for Christmas, instead of buying you toys, they bought you an encyclopedia set. You're like, why? I wanted toys. So then you had the encyclopedia set in the hallway, and anytime you asked your parents a question, go look it up. And you'd have to go to the Encyclopedia Britannica, and you go get it, and you pull it out, and every kid, anybody, well, not actually, a lot of, not every kid, but a lot of kids, everybody had, Encyclopedia Britannica. Say that to a kid today, Encyclopedia Britannica to them. They were like, what? What's an encyclopedia? You know what I mean? Like, now, everybody's got these things, in their hand, Encyclopedia Britannica, electronic version, to the world of information. And they can't read. They can't look. They can't, you know what I mean? Like, it's like it's I'm very frustrated with it all. So that's why my sarcasm goes off the charts when people show up and they expect me to read for them, as in go to my own video description and what you were saying, Matt, is why you invented Siri. All right, dog. But that's why I lose it when people say, "Oh, what's going on here?" And then the answer's in the description of the live stream. You know, like, so then when I get sarcastic, they're like, "Oh, you're toxic." Yeah, I am because you're stupid. Oh, all posts on Facebook are the truth, aren't they, Deb? Isn't everything on Facebook the truth? Oh, legendary glitch tells me I suck, but he's here watching. It's nice to know that I suck. It's a joke. It's a joke that I suck. I don't get the joke. See, you can't even get like one word jokes. And he subbed. But you know, I'm a legendary glitch. I gotta give you a warning here. I'm terrible with one word comments. I need full sentences to figure out where your brain is at. Full sentences really helps me to figure out, you know, where you're coming from. And then I don't, you know, get it all confused in my own head. Whereas my head right now is pounding. My sinuses are completely clear, but my headache is still here. I think I need a little more coffee. Do I have more coffee? I have a little bit more. Man, I gotta call my neighbor too. Come and do my driveway. I'm not sitting on the tractor today. I'm surprised I'm lasted 88 minutes here sick like this. You were joking, you like me? Oh, you say that now, legendary, but you could change your mind later when I go toxic. Tech turns kids' brains to mush. Well, you know what, Norm? I don't understand it because tech has actually made me smarter. Now, maybe it's because I use tech as as a tool, and kids today use tech as a toy. Maybe that's it. But like, I don't play with tech. I only use it for work and use it to find out things. Like, I think that's the problem. I think tech is a toy. You know. Mattisms. Okay, Deb. I think that's what it is. I think tech is a toy to the younger generation. You know, but to me, it's a tool. Tech is a tool to me. Always has been. I'm not. I don't do computers. I don't do games. I don't do any of that stuff. It's a tool. It's a tool to do well. What turns out to be right now my calling in life is to raise ducks, to feed the homeless, and do the eggs and for the food bank, and share it all live on YouTube. Which if someone would have said to me, you know, 20 years ago, this is what you're going to be doing. I'm like, well, you can't even do that. What are you talking about? Live stream? What do you mean? You know. Amelia, that's the thing is that they grew up with it. It's a toy. It's a toy to control the younger generation. Deb, I didn't realize I had so many matisms. We'll stay late at work, ain't God, and finish the stream with us instead of leaving to go home. the nerve of you leaving in the middle of a stream. You're at, I know you're as, yeah, it's just the end of the day for Inga. She could stay late and finish this up. And you don't drive, you're taking the bus. A live stream was a creek behind. Exactly. Back when I was a kid, a live stream was a creek running through your property. Oh, you got a live stream. Yeah, there's fish in it. It's not a dead stream. There's actually stuff in there. You already stayed late? All right, Inga. You'll miss all the excitement. I've got a big finale planned for the stream. But when you're driving, we'll tell you later how exciting the finale was. It's all right. I can take the rejection, Inga. It's nice to know that you'd rather go home than stay here with me. And Jennifer. Jennifer! There's Jennifer! I haven't seen Jennifer in a long time. I gotta get more coffee. I also just realized I gotta wash my dishes. I'm looking at my Jennifer, or am I looking at my Jennifer? I'm looking at my dishes and I was like, I gotta cook. I still got stuff to do here. Jennifer hasn't been here in a while. Jennifer's working now. Are you working or traveling, Jennifer? What are you doing, Jennifer? Did you start your job yet? I'm doing a spandex ending, Inga. You're going to miss it all. I'm going to show you actually my spray-on clothes. I did a spray-on session last night. Oh man, I feel so bad. I really should focus. I really should. Can't hear me? That's because you're in a crowded airport, Jennifer. Everybody else has heard me fine for the last 94 minutes, but Jennifer had to come on and trigger me. The pink mug, what team is it? It's Vancouver Canucks today. That's what we got today. Vancouver. See? Vancouver Canucks. I did the pink mug to trigger people today. Because we know how that triggers some people. They get all worked up in a frenzy. But I just realized something. I need to get some breakfast happening. I think if I ate, folded my laundry, did my dishes, call my neighbor to come over with his snowblower, and lay on the couch and rest. Because I still got to go out later today and prepare the ducks for a lockdown tonight. Well, not really a lockdown, but they're not going to be outside playing like they were last night. Because it's supposed to get cold tonight. Cold enough that the ducks can't be outside. But then we're going to be back to being outside again. Like, real soon. The next day, actually. And there's 3 days of outside. I don't want to lay on the couch because it'll make my back sore, Mel. Honestly, I don't want to lay down, but I can't. I want to go do something to stay active so that I don't hurt, but I got no energy to do anything. Like if anybody watched me clean yesterday, was I dragging my buns or what yesterday? Man, I'm telling you, like it was. I'm not lying to you. Yesterday was brutal doing my chores. It was like it was just brutal. It was like dragging a cement block around with me yesterday. It was so slow. It took me forever to clean the barn. And then I didn't even want to do, like, I was feeling so run down yesterday. I didn't even want to do the duck hospital last night. That's how, that's how dragging I was. But I had to do it because it's my responsibility. But it's like, just, oh man, Gene, I didn't even want to, like, I just really, honestly, if it wasn't live streaming, I was like, I'd be like, oh, little duckies, I'm not going to clean you up. Just give you your medicine and throw some more straw on top of the dirty stuff and goodbye. But since I'm live streaming, I can't do that. It's not like I can edit that out, The live stream, it's like there's no way you can hide stuff here. Janie was late because I was not well yesterday. Still not well. I laid down yesterday and I was like dying. I'm not feeling well. I'm a hurting camper. I hope this passes. I hope it's only a couple days. The deep litter method in the hospital, yeah, I know. In a kiddie pool. And the thing was, because I did the cleaning so late last night, when I dumped out the kiddie pools, oh man, it was just nasty inside there because like they were in their dirty kiddie pool for like 4 or 5 hours longer than normal, and it was just unbelievable the layer of duck sludge underneath the straw. Is this something of a concussion? No, I've got the Spanish 1990 flu. This is the 1990 Spanish flu is what I've got. Smart man. Susie diagnosed me earlier. She's pretty sure that's what I've got. Google it. It's a nasty flu virus. Spanish 1919. One of the ducks brought it over with their rucksack. From the infamous duck wars. Hopefully they can go back in the barn soon. Why do they need to go back in the barn? Mel, we just got outside. The whole idea is outside. Because outside is better. It's easier on that. It's the longer they can stay outside, the less work for Matt. No, I've got the Spanish 1919 flu. Susie diagnosed it. She's gone now, but she did her job. She came here, diagnosed me, and then left. So Matt, so what are the gun laws in Canada? You know, if you type in what are the gun laws in Canada in Google search, John, it'll bring up a whole bunch of links to government sites that'll tell you the gun laws. It's amazing. Google. It's like if you take this device that's called a smartphone, and you go to a website called Google, Google.com, and you type in what are the gun laws in Canada, it'll bring up everything right there. You can actually link to the RCMP site and you can read all the laws, and it's amazing. It's amazing technology. Exactly, the smartphone, the device that makes kids stupid. Norm, you're figuring it out. Oh, Juanita's got a carry permit. Well, holy mackerel. Juanita's a loaded woman. Is it a concealed carry? Are you packing? What are you packing? What's your preferred choice of a weapon? What are you packing, Juanita? Tell us. Or what are you planning on packing? Are you norms? Oh, norms of concealed carry. Juanita's taken a long time to tell us. We're not allowed to have pistols up here. Well, you can if you want to go through all the hassle, but they figure if they take all the guns away from the legal people up here, the criminals will have an easier chance of reigning their terror. Oh, a 38 caliber. Okay. But you know, if you take all the guns away from the people, it makes it easier for the criminals. Oh, because we know the more laws, the better. Because the criminals always follow the laws. And Mindy O's. Ooh, I oove my 40 caliberette. Oove. It's, you know, you really like it when it's oove. Eh? All the criminals, they would never break the law. You know what? If they would just make murder illegal, it would stop all the problems. You know? Oh, wait. We got some people talking about being tall. Actually, lad, it's not law that every household has a gun in Switzerland. You need to Google that. It's not the deal. It's one of the few countries that the military are allowed to bring their guns home. And you have to, once a year, after you get out with your guns, you have to go and get qualified. Yeah, the gun-free zones, eh? That's where all the criminals go. No, we shouldn't go down this rabbit hole, folks, because you know my position on guns. I think gun control. I want to be in control if there's a gun around. Put it that way. The last thing you want is the government to be in charge. But we're digressing here. You like the black shirts? This one is available on the site. If you go 50-50 50-50 50 ducks and odd. Oh man, I need to go. Oh, 50 ducks and oddnub.com. There's t-shirts on that site. Um, and I've got to get my act together here as soon as I was actually planning this week on working on the artwork, on the short bus stock artwork that Gene the dancer machine did for us, so that I can start getting that together. But I'm feeling terrible, and the last thing I want to do is sit in front of a computer and work on Photoshop for 6-7 hours nonstop. Because right now my sinuses, my glasses are hurting my face. Right here, I got a problem, and I just got the low battery warning, so that means I gotta go. I gotta get my breakfast, folks. Thank you for joining me this morning for my coffee, wine, sickness. I'm so happy I don't have to clean a barn today. I'm so happy about that. It's like, I'm glad I killed myself yesterday and did that. I just wish my neighbor would have came and done my driveway so I wouldn't have to deal with that today. So, Eating raw egg yolks can prevent cataracts. So I don't have to worry about Doug getting cataracts, eh? I'm not going to eat raw eggs. I don't like the taste of them. I'm really happy there's no barn cleaning today, folks. So I'm going to go make some pancakes. So I'm going to go do right now. But thank you so much for joining me on my sick morning coffee. And I'll chat with you later. I will be doing a hospital stream later in the day. But that's after I have a nap. Because I don't have to do anything outside. I got the bathtub. I got water running continuously today in the bathtub. See if the ducks, are they playing in the snow outside? I just want to check because I got the bathtub actually running. Yep, they're playing in the bathtub. Oh, there's little duckies in the bathtub right now. There must be a bunch of ducks in the barn, folks, because there's a whole bunch of penguins missing. They got to be in the barn. I'm just double checking here because it's looking. Are they in the barn? Yep. Look at the amount of ducks in the barn, folks. That's unbelievable. It's absolutely gorgeous outside. Those ducks are bad. Unbelievable. Those white ducks, they're unbelievable, those white ducks. They're always inside. That blows me away. And the breeders are outside. Unbelievable. I'm blown away by this, folks. Honestly, I am. Like, well, we got ducks on every stream. I bet you the goose have nothing. There's probably nothing on the goose stream here. I'm going to just double check here before I say goodbye to y'all. Because I'm thinking the geese are the only ones that are outside. Okay, where's the goose stream? Yeah, here, goose shed. And, oh, there's a goose in the shed. One goose. So that's we almost have an empty stream. Must have just came in to have a snack. I don't believe those ducks. Do you believe it, folks? Like, but Gene, they've lived here since they were 3 days old, okay? So you think they would like start figuring out what it's like here. They've been free-range ducks. They're snowflake ducks, that's for sure, Eric. Unbelievable, actually. I'm shocked that there are so many ducks in the barn right now. It's like, I'm shocked. I actually am. I'm really shocked. I did not expect that. I thought outdoor stream would be action-packed, but it's not. Yeah. Well, there's some white ducks, but mostly all the breeders are outside. But they're cleaning themselves up. I think the ducks that are in the barn, I'm just looking, it looks like, let me just tell you, it looks like they're wet ducks, actually. They might be inside because it's wet. They're drying themselves up. Yeah, they're flapping their wings. When they sit there and they're like this all the time, it's because they're wet. They're drying themselves out. So they might have had a bath and they're inside drying out. I just don't believe how many ducks are in the barn. It could be the new straw too, because fresh straw, and the straw is actually really clean. When I did the egg recon this morning, there was like next to no duck poop in the, old one's coming in to have a little bit of a snack. I love that overhead view. It's actually pretty cool. Except for the vintaging up in the corner. I wish that would go away on the lens. It's a pretty cool view. You know, the overhead. The overhead looks good. You can see the whole barn, actually. It's the fresh straw, Amelia. That's what they like. They like that. Nothing makes... Two things that ducks love is fresh water and clean straw. Contrary to the internet of people saying that ducks like dirty water and you don't need to clean. I have proven that wrong. They really enjoy fresh straw and clean water, or clean water, or fresh water and clean straw. Either or, fresh and clean, anything. Ducks love it. They really do. Because I notice that they're really stressed out when it's dirty. Like when the barn gets really filthy. Do you not notice that, folks? How they, when the barn, like when I'm cleaning the barn when it's really, really dirty, the quacking is really loud. Have you ever noticed that? Like it's like a different pitch. It's got a sharp pitch to it. It's not that happy pitch. It's like stressed out pitch. I notice that. So, because after you clean it, you not notice when I'm cleaning how they go silent, and then the quacking is much deeper after you clean the barn. The ducks know. You know, that's why I like that's why I like cleaning, because they always tell you they like it. They always say thank you.